Hi everyone, going to be doing this shelf now, which is like the 11th one, the 4th unit along. Just a few, not too many on this one, so it shouldn't take too long hopefully. Let's go and see what we got. Hi there everyone, going to do the 11th shelf now. It's the 4th unit but the 11th shelf out of all together. So we start with House 2, which is a great sequel. I really love this one. I like this one as much as the first. This one's a bit more tongue-in-cheek, a bit more comedy in this one, but still love it. Great 80s sort of comedy horror one. Some really great little monster effects in it as well. Worth picking up there. We've got House 3, also known as the horror show. It's not really anything like the other houses. There's a lot more serious. This one, I don't remember any comedy in this one at all. It sort of reminds me of like Shocker a bit. It's got the late Brian James plays like a killer, and it's got goes to the electric chair and basically like sort of, he's sort of keeps frying himself and he's like sort of immune to the the electric. It eventually kills him anyway, and he starts travelling through the electric and that. I really like it. It's not like Shocker, like you say. But Lucille Fulci's House by the Cemetery. This is the extreme version, the Vipco extreme version. Still not completely uncut, I don't think, but no, it's a lot more gore in it than usually it's on the UK one. So, but yeah, this is a good film. It's one of Fulci's better ones as well. Enjoy that one. House of Thousand Corpses, which to me is Rob Zombie's best film. This is also his debut film, but I love this. It was it was like sort of a throwback to sort of the Grindhouse films of like the 70s, and it's I loved it. I thought it was really, really good. The characters were really great in here. I think it was The Devil's Rejects was like a better made film, but just to have for sheer fun, this is probably his best film, I think. There's A House of Blood, which is an Olaf Ittenbach one, which is like the notorious sort of German splatter filmmaker. This one supposedly isn't as gory. I've not watched this yet. It was like a region one. I picked it up from like the market, a local market, a couple of pound like, and I've not heard of it before. I don't know if it's any good. I'll check it out one time. The House of Clocks, which is one of the House of Doom series. I've not watched this, but this is supposedly the best one out the House of Doom series, so I'll give that a watch one time. House of the Dead, another region one I picked up. Just picked it up really cheap. Not a great movie. This one is it. It's some decent little makeup effects in it, but that's about it. The House of the Devil, great Ty West one. Like a babysitter who sort of takes like a babysitting job. Don't think she's not babysitting a baby. Don't know if anyone's seen this film, but a really, really good movie. That sort of like a throwback to 80s films. I really liked it. The House of Lost Souls, which is Umberto Lenzi's House of Doom one, another House of Doom film. This one's not supposed to be as good as the other one. I've not watched that one yet either. So there's the Vincent Price House of Wax, a great film. I love Vincent Price in anything he does. I think he's one of my favourite horror actors. I really, really like his stuff. He doesn't disappoint in this. This is great as well. Also, as a bit of a bonus on this disc, it doesn't say on it, but the old mystery of the Wax Museum, I think from 1927 or something. That's also on there as an extra. So that was pretty good. So. There's the remake of House of Wax, which I thought was pretty good actually, surprisingly. I do prefer the Vincent Price on the older one, but this was a lot better than I think it had any right to be. So it wasn't brilliant, but I was surprised how good it was. So there's the House of Witchcraft, another House of Doom one, Umberto Lenzi again. Not watched this one yet either. Haven't watched any of the House of Dooms. I don't know if it's any good or not. There's the House on the Edge of the Park, which is basically like sort of an Italian sort of Last House on the Left. It's a decent film, but that one's quite heavily cut. The House on Haunted Hill, which I really like this one. I thought this was a really good remake. A remake of the old Vincent Price one from the 50s. This was really good. I've really liked some of the imagery in this as well. There's some great scenes in that. There's one that never get heard of much, The House on Terror Tract, which is a pretty good anthology. It's got like the late John Ritter. He plays like an estate agent who's trying to sell this house, and basically if he doesn't sell this house he's going to lose his job and everything, so he's trying not to sell this house, but the house has got like a history of people dying in it, and basically the stories is like what he's telling the people who are buying the house, because he can't lie to them. He's telling them the stories, things that happened in the house, and yeah, it's a decent film though. I quite liked it. Oop, wrong one there. There's How to Make a Monster, which is the old American independent one. That was a decent film. It's aged obviously now, but I thought that was okay. Some decent makeup in that for the year as well. And there's How to Make a Monster, which is nothing to do with that one. It's this is like they try to make like a virtual reality type monster. The designers are all in this room designing this creature for this virtual reality game, and it sort of comes to life and starts killing people off. It's okay. It's okay for what it is. The Howling. This is a really great edition. It's a special edition. It's a really great slipcover, and that's got like the scratch marks on it as well. The opens looks like a cardboardish one, and let me get it open. There you go. You got the film, a disc there with quite a lot of extras on it. There's like a booklet as well about the film, which I thought was a really good, version. This one, I thought it was, one of the better releases of this, I think. But yeah, picked that one up fairly cheap with that. That's a great movie. And then there's The Howling 2. Not as good as the first, but supposedly it's quite hard to get hold of. I picked it up in a charity shop. I think I paid like £2 for it or something. And you don't see this film around hardly ever now, so I'm glad I picked that one up. As I say, not great, but it's worth picking up. The Human Centipede 2. I've not watched this yet. Somebody gave me this because I said it was too sick, and they didn't want to watch it. So anything like that, they always give it to me. So, but there you go. I've seen the first one. The first one, I really love the first one. The second one's supposed to be even sicker than the first, which is, I don't know if that's possible. I suppose I'll find it after I watch it. So. There's Humanoids of the Deep, which is not the Roger Corman one. This is like a remake, but it's like a very loose remake. Only 15 rated, there's no gore or anything in it. I did buy this originally thinking it was the Corman one, and I was a bit disappointed when I got it because it was the remake. But yeah, it's okay for it. It's just a creature feature. So Husk, which is another one of them After Dark originals. Yeah, picked these up quite cheap, but that was okay. That Killer Scarecrow film. I Am Legend. That was okay. It was a bit overlong for me, and it was it was a bit too Hollywoodized, but it was watchable. Great British one here. I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle. Really funny sort of comedy horror. About a guy who buys a bike. It's a motorcycle from like Hell's Angels or something, and it's sort of like feeds on blood. And he basically is going around killing this bike. It's really crazy. It's got like spikes come out of it, and his headlight becomes like teeth and that. And it's really gory as well for the time. And plus Anthony Daniels in it, who plays C-3PO. He plays like a priest. He's got a really good role in that, so it's worth checking out there. I Know What He Did Last Summer. Everyone's heard of that. It's the only one I've got of that series. They're okay. I Spit on Your Grave. Picked this up cheap. This is the UK, the original one, from the 70s. I'm not really keen on that. I'm not a big fan of that film. So, I Madman. She's also known as hardcover in the UK. Had it on VHS, known as hardcover. I love this film. I think I got this off eBay. I think I saw it listed. I thought, I've got to remember that film. I have to get it. I really like it. It's a bit slow paced in parts, but director of The Gate did it as well. Tibor Takacs, I think his name was. Great film there. The Ice Cream Man, which is Clint Howard, is it's basically like a slasher sort of film. He's like a mental sort of ice cream seller goes around killing people. It's okay. He plays it quite well. So, Ice Queen, she's like a run-of-the-mill sort of monster movie. It's passable. Ishi the Killer, Takashi Miike's one. Another great film of his, and I do prefer Audition to this, but this is like really good. Really good film. Some great. This isn't the uncut version. There's a few cuts missing out of it, but some good extras on this. It's like the full disc of extras. Quite a lot of extras on this. There's all the extras there. There's loads and loads of stuff on it. It's good copy of that. Just wish it was uncut, but kind of everything. So, The Incredible Melting Man. That was a great film. Really love this. I've seen this on telly like years and years ago. You don't see it very often now, but no, I think this is slightly cut as well. A lot of the VidCon ones tend to have a bit of cuts out of them, but I'd rather have this copy than none at all. So it's a decent film. Infected. It's a run-of-the-mill sort of killer bug film. Not great, not poor, but Inhabited. This was okay. It's only 12 rated. You can show the kids. It's hard to describe really. It sort of reminds me a bit like I don't know if anyone remembers a story in Cat's Eye with that little Mr. Punch character living under the floorboards of the house. It's sort of that's the only thing I can really think of. It sort of reminds me a bit like that. There's like these little sort of elf things that live in this house in the basement and out in the garden and stuff, and it's just like it's decent. It's all right. Pass the time. The Innkeepers, Ty West film. Not watched this yet. A lot of people have said good things about it though, so I'll check that out one time. Inseminoid, which is there's like was it Norman J. Warren, I think, directed, yeah. I used to have a film of his called Prey, which was quite good. I was trying to get hold of, which It's quite an old one from the 70s. It's quite hard to pick up. This is one of his other. I think this is another one of his films. Norman J. Warren and another Stone Vision label one. But yeah, it was okay. It's like I think it was filmed on the height of Aliens, really, on Alien, I should say. Alien come out and everyone was doing sci-fi horror for a bit. And that's like another one. It was okay. Intruder, love this movie. One of the greatest slasher films, I think. It's certainly like slasher films from the 80s. It was one of the best ones. Some great gore in it, and good performances, some good cameos as well. Bruce Campbell's in it. So I think Sam Raimi's got a cameo in it. It's the unrated director's cut, the fully uncut one with all the gore as well. Some really good kills in this. I had this on VHS, and all the best kills were out of the VHS version, but got this Region 1 or fully uncut version. Great. Inagami, which is it's hard to describe this. It's like it's an Asian film where it's a bit like The Wicker Man. It sort of all centres around this. It's like a little sort of village in the middle of nowhere, and this woman's like I think she just like makes paper or something like that. Then it's like it's a bit like The Wicker Man, It's like a weird cult. So like a pagan sort of ritual type of film. It was okay. It's slow moving, but nice atmosphere in it. Invasion: The Beginning, which is like another one of them asylum rip-offs. Invasion of the Body Snatchers rip-off. Yeah, not that great. Their films are known for being poor, aren't they? So Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That's the one from the 70s. Great film. Donald Sutherland, Leonard Nimoy. Really, really good, solid cast in that as well. Some really good effects for the time as well. Probably better than the original 50s one as well, in my opinion. Really, really good. The Claude Rains one, Invisible Man, which is the Universal one. I think was it 1943 or something around that sort of era. I haven't watched this for absolutely ages. I used to see it on telly a lot, and one of my friends when I was like a little kid growing up, we used to watch this all the time. I really, really like this film. Great movie that. And finally on this shelf here, Asian one there, invitation only. I think it's Japanese or something. I'm not sure. I've not watched this yet, but I see it everywhere. Really cheap. See it £1 everywhere. This film, so I don't know if it's any good or not. I'll watch it one time. But anyway, there's shelf 11. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks to all the subscribers and people leaving comments as well. It's much appreciated. Hopefully I'll get another video up soon. Shelf 12. Hopefully the next few days. Thanks very much for watching.